Hey guys, what's going on? Today we are going to be working on a Mark 7 Golf R, and we are going to be installing a Torqbyte pulse width modulated fuel pump control module. So yeah, stay tuned. Quick overview of what the PM4 is. So basically it's a fuel pump control module. You feel how hefty this thing is. It's pretty hefty. It's a big heat sink on here. Makes it so you can run much bigger fuel pumps on the low pressure side of your fuel system and run big turbos, whatever, while retaining the stock ECU and throwing no trouble codes or anything, because you know how these cars are. And this is fully programmable. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this, I'm sure. I kind of looked through the manual, and so yeah, so that's what this is for. If you plan on running bigger pumps on your Mark 7, or if you're going bigger turbo, I'm sure you already know about this, but this is for people that don't. This is what it is. Comes with everything necessary to make it essentially plug and play. A little bit of stuff here and there, and it won't be too bad. So that's a pretty neat little thing. Alrighty, so we're going to be installing the Torqbyte PM4. So I'm trying to find a location for this thing. So I think I'm going to go with it right here in the back trunk area. Since this isn't like a GTI where in the R you can't put down your little thing. It doesn't really matter, it's still clear probably. So I think I'm going to go with this right here, and I'm just going to use probably Velcro. It should be fine on the back side instead of drilling holes into the body of the car. So that's where I'm going to put it. And then, yeah, so then let's work on getting things done back here. For your power in and your output to the pump. So you have your pump here, which plugs into here, which then goes in turn to here. Just like this, you'd connect red to red, black to black, after you find your location where you want this. And then in the kit, they also include this big long one, which you need to run to the battery. So you just need to run the positive to the battery, essentially. You can run the ground to anywhere. I'm probably going to run it to this buckle here. Or, I don't know, I can just run both together. Just now he's going to have two extra things on the battery, ground and power. So, like I said, you don't have to run the power all the way to the front. But I think I'm just going to run it up there. Just, I don't know. Why not? Because I gotta run the red one, might as well just run them both. So then you have your power in from your pump, and then you take that harness, and then you just run that all the way down to the front of the car. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it this way, and then when I have it back here, they say don't install this under the seat because how much heat it puts off. So under here now. I moved all the foam out of the way, so you'll have all the foam in the way. And then I went ahead and I ran it through the grommet there. So I'll just tuck all this away down here, and then I just ran it through the grommet up there. Let's come around to the over here. So you don't have to remove the whole battery, just take the tie down off and slide it forward, and then you can reach your hand down here, and then you'll feel the wiring loom coming through the firewall. And then you just grab them and pull them through. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna tie the ground into here so it's not on the battery looking ugly. What you could probably, if you didn't want any on your, let's see, if you didn't want any on your battery, you could definitely take one of these wherever the battery went. This one right here. You could tie into this lug right here. The fuel pump control module is tucked under here, just like that. So if you go ahead and just pull, it'll slide right out. And then you're gonna need to take this connector off here. And then you got this. You go ahead and just push on, just like before with all the rest of them. And then you have this. So you have this with your Torqbyte if you have an MQB, or if you have a different one, you're gonna have Mark 5 control module and 6, or I think are sitting right here on top. So what I'm gonna do is you go ahead and just take. I'm gonna slide this back in here actually, so we don't. So he just knows where it is. Yeah, okay, so keep this in mind because you're also gonna have to plug this into your Torqbyte. Just plug it in there, just like that. And then I'll plug this back on. Then you have a dummy plug, which I'm pretty sure you just plug into here. Just, it has little plugs here so you don't get all dirty. Your connector, you just tuck that in there. And then, so you're gonna have to run your Torqbyte wires through for your pump. And you're gonna have to run these through. So what do I do with my cutters? So go ahead and just, I'm gonna do it on this side since that's probably where I'm gonna be installing the module. Man, a little bigger than that. Okay. Bring these over to where your cutout is. And you got your harness here. So now all you need to do is find a mounting place for your fuel pump control module. So I'm gonna go, I think I'm just gonna go in the trunk on the back side over here. Oh, and also you need to plug in this to, well, I'm missing a piece. So you also have this little harness that goes here. Just plug that in there. Take your black and blue wire and go ahead and plug it in here. So I'm gonna go put this in the trunk for, and then, you know, so you can plug in your USB cable and everything, get easy access, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the car, the trim and everything, and then I'll install that there. Which reminds me, is there a fuse in this one? There's already a fuse connected. I can't remember which one it is now. Ah, that's not the fuse one. Okay. Now I gotta fuse that. Okay. I'll have to add in a fuse there because I totally forgot about that. They don't give you a fuse in the power to the control module. For some reason it's cut out, maybe just for routing the wires probably. to make it easier on your life. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut in, and then I'll add it next to the battery. So one reason I chose this over the battery is because you can't take these off without ruining your, I gotta tighten them, without ruining your, these bolts aren't meant to come off. So if you back them all the way out, they jam up, so you get stuck. And if you take it all the way off, you're gonna ruin this, the threads on there. So that's why, or you have to cut the ring in half and slide it in there. It's not a good fit. So that's why I chose that location, so I could take it off and tighten it down the ring. So that's on there. I'll add the fuse. I got the car put together all in here. I'm gonna put the control module right here-ish, probably like right here. I'm gonna tape up these wires, and yeah, and then it should be good to go. So, and I need to, so and then the last thing I need to do is connect the motor to the control module. So these are the motor wires for the fuel pump. So that'll go there. That's all done over here. So I'm gonna tape all these up and then assemble the vehicle. Okay, I totally forgot I had a soldering iron. So I went ahead and I cut it here next to the battery, and then I wired in the fuse right here. So, and I soldered that. And so yeah, that's where the battery, or the fuse is now for the fuel pump. And the positive is under the box still now. Still. And that, yeah, okay. Alrighty, so we got the Torqbyte mounted here. I just poked a hole in this carpet material and ran zip ties, so it's, you know, it's not going anywhere, and it looks good. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, and still plug their USB in there. Hopefully, I'm not sure if I have to. So, but everything seats back together. I hope this helps. Anybody, go ahead. You know, you don't have to do it exactly like I did it, but that's just how I would do it to keep it clean as possible. So go ahead, comment below if you have any questions. Like, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and peace out.